Do you have some round things in your stash? Today, we're making round embellishments using items from our stash. No need to buy, just follow along. Hi everybody, it's Julie, and today we are working with round items in our stash. Now, the round embellishments have become one of my favorite things to add. I know, I keep saying favorite things, but really, what you get here are my favorite things. So, you know, we've actually had digital kits now that have round embellishments added to them. So I have several things I've got here. I have the pieces from ribbon, so we'll be using one of those. I have a wooden, little wooden piece. I have a couple of these beautiful doilies. I got these from Spectrum Art Creations, and they are so intricate. You guys, I would not even attempt to cut these on my machine, but they are beautiful. So I will be probably using one of those. I know I'm going to use the big doily, possibly the little one. We have some of the little key tags, okay? I have some round stickers and a round die cut. And if you don't have something round, you can make something round. So I have my embroidery hoop frame. You've seen me use that before. And I have this little, it's double-sided tape. And I have a washi tape that I can trace either the inside or the outside. And we are probably going to be using those as well. So let's go ahead, put those right up there. And we'll add those right there. These will come over to the spot. And so let's start with something a little different. And so I have over here, I have this paper. I have this paper. And then I have these scrap pieces. And very important, I have my envelope, that, and this. So I want to get these out because I don't want to forget to add these. So I have an idea, and I'm going to set those right there. I'm going to use this. We're going to go ahead and close our envelope. I have so many envelopes. I don't know about you, but I have so many envelopes. People give me envelopes all the time. All different sizes, all different shapes. One of the things I've found is to get the really good stuff that I get, I just take whatever they give me, and then I get rid of, you know, I pass on the things that maybe I won't be able to use. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use the outside of this little thing here. And I am going to go ahead and trace around it. Now, you'll see I have the outside of this going over just a little bit at the top. Okay. Okay, so it comes right off the edge up there at the top. We're going to go ahead and cut around this. And I'm going to try and be right on the line as much as I can. Okay. So again, I have so many envelopes, so I'm trying to come up with ideas using envelopes to make some of these other fun things. So I think this little, okay, so what we've got is we have an envelope that will open up. Pull that off. Okay, now it's okay right here because I'm going to be closing that off. Now I'm going to come down here and I'm going to cut this right now because these little things get caught on everything and they drive me crazy. I now have a place where I've been putting these pieces of envelope, okay? Because I can use those and make other embellishments. So just a little FYI there. Oops. Whoopsie, whoopsie. Okay, so for my cover, I have this from my flower book, and you're going to see this show up a couple of times. I want that purple, the purple flowers in this. So, and remember, we're going with the outside piece because this is for the cover. I am going to go ahead and go all the way around this. Okay, all the way around this particular one. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and we could rip this, but we'll cut it. But you could rip it, okay? I think actually ripping it would be really cool, except for whatever part you're going to have be the top. We are cutting the full round piece this time, okay? So cut your full round piece. We'll go all the way around. So did you have a happy St. Patrick's Day on a Thursday? And how was your weekend? Are you going to get out and plant something? Start your outside spring cleaning? I'm hoping that we get to do a little bit of that. So I'm going to keep the number on this one. Okay, I'm not going to throw that away. I'm going to keep that. You saw I cleaned up the edge on that other thing. Okay, so this is going to get attached to the cover of my little dilly bobber here. Now, if you want to add lace around it or lace in a place on it or something off of the edge, you can do that now before you add your cover. I'm not going to do that on this one. Okay, so I'm going to go around. Try it to be close to the edge. I probably should have put my glue on the piece that's going on top, but that's okay. Okay, I'm using fabric tack just because it dries so fast. And let's see. Yeah, I think we'll go with kind of the up and down here. Okay, now what I've got is yeah, just a little tiny piece hanging over there. Let's move this. This needs to get moved up. Okay, and if this was longer, I thought it would be longer. So if your place here was down further, so you had a bigger pleat going across, then you could fold this over and that could help with your edge. Well, you know what? I didn't do that right. So the next thing that's really important is we need to reinforce the inside. I want to do that before I go on any further. You know what I'm going to use? You know what I'm going to use? You know the cactus that I have so much of? I'm going to use that washi. Okay. And then on this side, I'm going to go ahead and put the other, I'm going to cover this, so that'll help a little bit. It's not like you're going to be, probably not going to be looking at this every day, so I think that that will be okay. So I want to put this on so we get the whole flower. Well, I can put it on and then cut it off. Okay. So we get the little succulent bouquet there, and we'll just go ahead and cut that. Okay. Then fold it. Okay, so that's going to give me my reinforcement. Okay, I want to make sure I'm lined up with the front. Okay, so this pops up like that. And we can come back and decorate our cover, but I wanted to have my cover ready. Ready. My brother used to say that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and you want to make sure that your the part that you cut, where you cut by the lines, that is somewhere that's going to get covered, so you don't see them. Okay, so there we've got that. I love it. Okay, now we're going to take the inside piece. Okay, so this is our inside, and I have this, and I think, can I fold this in half? I can. Okay, I'm gonna fold this in half and share half with me. Okay, so again, we want this to pop up a little bit, and we're gonna go ahead and go around on the inside. This is a composition book that I have. Okay. And because I've gone on the inside, this should fit on the inside of my cover. I have not made a prototype. I just was playing with my round and saw this paper sitting on my desk and went, oh, I could. So here we are. We're cutting. Okay, so there we have some little papers, and they're going to fit inside our little thing here. Okay, so there's the first. Then I have this pretty paper, and for this I want to put that on there. Okay, I'm going to use this to figure out where my fold is going to go. I have some of this paper to go in the actual journal as well. I got this journal paper at Tuesday morning. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut. You could go ahead and use your little circle thing. I wouldn't draw around this. I would do just like this. Okay, we're going to go off the side because it'll be easier to manage. So I have a paper shredder. So all these little pieces of paper are now going into my paper shredder because worms love paper. And so for my garden, so now we have that. Okay. Then I have this that I thought was so pretty, and so I wanted to go around this, and so we're gonna fold it over at the flowers. Okay, fold it over, and we'll use this one. Okay, and then we're going to go on here. I want to get the flowers because this is the floral journal that I'm making. And for this one, I'm going to go a little bit up. So, no, I'm just going to put it right on. Okay, so we're going to go around this. So again, today we're making round embellishments. And so the envelope that we cut into a round is our round base. Okay, and now I'm just adding things to the inside to make it into a little scrappy notebook. I thought that would be fun. Again, I'm going to keep the number from the top. and I'm going to cut the bottom piece off. I'm going to look to see if there's any animals or anything on anything that I cut off. Now these would be good for snippet thingies, so we'll put those in my little snippet box there. And there I have this piece. Okay, so you can decide which side you like better. I like that side, and this is going to end up going like that. And we'll have this in there. And then I thought it would be fun to just have some scrappy pieces. Oops. Let's go ahead and put that like that. And we'll go ahead and, does that fit? Cut or rip that so that it's going to fit. And we'll come over with our little template. Okay, and we'll cut around those two pieces. I'm sure somebody out there has done this before. I just, looking at the pieces that I had and we needed to make something round, I thought, what can I do here? So, you know me, I like numbers when I can use them. Okay, so there's that. And we can go up to there. Okay, so we'll take this. And we'll cut that so that it's ready to fit. So the other thing is I have some of those, if you remember the chipboards, and you could get like a beer mug and a house and a teapot. I have all those. A leaf, a bunny. So this is a way that you could also use those. Just, you know. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll put some of these in here. Okay. And this one, I kind of wanted it to go on the inside cover or the outside cover. So we'll go like that. We'll go like that. So, and you could do this with other shapes. I would keep them pretty simple. But what do you think? Okay. So there's that. And this is this. Okay. And so that will go like that, and you can have a little pocket there. Or we can do this. I think we'll do this. And I think we'll go ahead and leave that. Okay. Now I think since we've taken that away as our cover, kind of like, I like this as our inside cover. And I think we'll go with this as our second page. Okay, so it'll go that and then that. Ooh, pretty. Pretty, pretty. And then that. And that. And that. Okay. Okay, so then we're going to want to sew this into the journal. The little mini round journal. So now if you have like one of those round tins this is something that you could do, and then this could be in that round tin. I think it would make a fun gift. I mean, if you're starting to think about Easter gifts or even like Mother's Day, that might be fun. Or even, you know, so I see people already making Christmas gifts, birthday, you know, always birthday. Okay. So then we can go ahead, and I just put my holes in there random. You know what? I think we'll let this one have its tie on the outside. If I can get through there. Okay, so bring it in. I'm going to go into the top hole. I'm going to pull this over and hold it with my thumb. That's just to help me not go through the original thread, but probably just because I said that, you know. Okay, there's that. You could just sew across this with your sewing machine. Boom, you'd be done. Oh, you know what I did? Well, we'll just pull that out. I forgot that we were tying it on the outside because I don't normally tie on the outside. Okay, so luckily I have my handy dandy easy threading needle. Boom. Great for old eyes like mine. Okay, there we go. Yes. Sometimes, most of the time, we have bloopers at the end of the videos now. Because stuff always happens. You don't always need to see it as you're trying to learn how to do something. But if you want to see the mistakes, they're at the end. Okay, put this up in the kitty. Okay, so we have added our paper to the front. We've added a tie, and I will probably put some little something on there, but this is our little scrappy thing here. Now let's go ahead and put this down as a pocket. And since it's double-sided, you might find that if you make this, you might find that you like this side better, and it can be the pocket, like a top tuck on your first page, but I think it'll be fun as a pocket right there. Okay, and then we've got our little scrappy book. What do you think? Okay, let's go through, and I call this breaking the page. And there's our beautiful mountain and our flowers. So we get them both, okay? And then you can decide if you want to add a little clip or something to close this. I just need to make sure I'm in the right box for a little clip. Okay, and that was called vetch. So let's look it up and see if vetch is in our little dictionary that we've been using to, because this is probably going in the floral. I don't know. Remember, I'm making a variety of elements. V-E-T. Nope. It does not make it in. It does not make it in. So I have in my little stash right here a Pictionary word with the word weed. I think vetch is a weed. Well, I guess it depends on where it is. I mean, if it's where you can see it out your living room window, that might be like so joyful to see that. This reminds me of the first geocache that my husband ever found on accident. We were taking this little hike at a place that we like to camp. And he was showing me a place that when he was a kid, that, you know what, I want to put this under it, that their family would go to camp. And this one road used to be open, and you could drive up and camp up in this other spot. But because of the fire danger now, so many of those places are closed in Southern California. So anyway, we're walking along, and he goes, "Oh wow, look at this!" And he pulls it out, and it was this little contraption, and then inside was a pill bottle, and it had all of the, you know, somebody's little thing that they left, and the pencil and the note paper and all that stuff. He's like, "Oh my gosh, what is this?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you just found your first geocache." And it was a stump, a little thing like this, and it had flowers growing around it and everything. So there you go, fun little story. That was the Labor Day weekend that we decided at the last minute to go camping. And we figured if we couldn't find a spot, we could just go ahead and we'd go up and go to my parents' house and camp in their driveway. And so we went, you guys, we got the very last available camp spot. And it was the coolest spot. We could see everybody come and go. It was so much fun. That part of it was so much fun. We ended up, we took our boat. That's right, we took our boat. And that is when we blew the engine on our speedboat. Yeah. That Tom had already rebuilt. So, yeah. But it was a lot of fun. And the fact that we got the very last camp spot. I prayed about it before we went. I was like, don't let us be going and not be able to get a spot, please. And yeah, there we go. Okay, so we've added our 3 things to the cover, and we've got the fun little papers. We added a Pictionary. We're going to go ahead and I think we'll cut this way. Remember, I'm not putting L papers. They give me anxiety. These things catch on each other, and then they fly, and it's just it's self-help there. Oh, a squid. I don't think we'll have a squid, a laser beam, multiply, or surfing in this video or in this journal. Okay, so what do you think of our little dilly bobber? And I will add oh, you know what we've got? But wait, we have fluffy flowers. What do you think about fluffy flowers for the thing here? I think we'll do that. We'll put one down. I want them to come across the... Okay, so put that like that. Another one on top. So these are little flowers that have been cut out of let's do this one. Out of book page. Okay, so great way if you have a flower punch. Okay. And then to make it a fluffy flower, okay, so you want to flatten the end on it. It doesn't need to be pointy. Okay, so flatten the end. And usually I do this with Aleene's tacky glue. but we'll go ahead and use this. Again, none of those crazy papers. Okay. Now, let's see. Do we have a scrap that is actually a scrap? Use that. Okay. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here. Okay. And then I'm going to rub this piece in the glue. Then I'm going to come over and pick up this. I'm going to go ahead and go around that. I'm going to grab some glue, put it back on that spot, and put it down. Okay? I'm going to do it again. Grab some glue, grab a piece, fluff it around the toothpick, grab some glue, and put it on. You can do as many of these as you want to, and you can see that it will fluff up. Then we're going to go ahead and grab one of our pieces. I want a purple one, so we'll take this green one. Happy St. Patrick's Day on Thursday. It's actually, when I'm filming this, it is St. Patrick's Day. So, Tom was funny. I told him, he came out and I said, Happy St. Patrick's Day. And he goes, oh, I forgot to wear green. He went in and changed his shirt. I handed him a green necklace. He's done that before. Okay, so there's that. And we'll do another one here. But there you go. There's our fluffy flower. You can do it on both sides. But there you go. Isn't that fun? I think that's really fun. And I think we can leave that just like that. So there we go. So let's move on to the next one. And for our next one, we are going to take our large doily. Okay, so I have the large doily. And then I am going to, I'm going to decorate it using some of the items. So I have the Morning Ladies here. And this is from, obviously, the Morning Ladies digital kit. I'm going to go ahead and rip around the two girls. We already have a couple of these images in the journal, and I wanted to go ahead and add more. These are from, are these the French magazine? I should be able to tell by the writing. If I could read it. I think this is from the French magazine, French fashion magazine that I have. It's actually a sewing magazine. I think it's from that one. Okay, so I wanted to add them on here. Now, I can hardly see them there. So, let's see. Yeah, so we'll put them on this. So we're going to collage on this doily, and then it will be able to be a decoration into the journal. We do have a couple other places that we have doilies, and so I think that that's going to be a good addition. So let's go ahead. We'll put her on like that, and then we'll just rip around. Okay, so layering with the fussy ripping. Okay. There we go. And then I have, remember the stickers. So I have these stickers, and I'm thinking, I don't think a basket of flowers. I'm thinking this group of flowers right here. It will match the colors. Okay, so we'll add that. This could be a little tuck spot right here, I think. So I think we'll go ahead and put this down as a tuck spot. Okay, so just adding my glue to make that a tuck spot on, we'll have a tuck spot on the doily. Okay, how do I want to put them? Well, they have to go like that. So your tuck spot is there and there. Okay. So we'll be able to put a card in there, possibly like one of the, this is one of the wallets from the Assorted Floral Digital from Dear Julie Julie. And that can go, oh, you know what? We need to do something to the back of this. Do we have a scrap paper? Isn't that funny? All this paper, all these scraps, and it's like, no, you can't use you can't use that as a scrap paper. No, you can't use that as a scrap paper. What about some dictionary? Okay, put it on there. Okay. There we go. There we go. Oh, we built a pocket there, or a tuck. We built a tuck. Build a tuck. Okay, so there's that. I think I want to round the corners of this and put it in there. And any decorating or anything that I need to do it, I'll do later for the card. Depending, because that will depend on where it goes in the journal, I think. But that becomes a little tuck. Okay. And so there we have a round doily that has been decorated with its 3 items. You know, we do have the lace butterfly. I'm going to save that crown, and I think the key for the that little the princess, the fairy tale journal that I started the other day. Yeah, so we'll put that on there. Ooh, I like it because that goes with that. So, okay, I'm going to put. Okay, well, we're still waiting. Okay, because I need to use. Might need to use those. Okay, so that's the second one. Now, what else do we have over here as... Okay, so I had an interesting... I don't know if this is going to work. I had an idea, and now I've lost the paper that I wanted to put it on. Okay, so if we take that... This is our negative from our stickers, okay? Negative from our stickers. Now, the thing that I was worried about is that this is white, but I think we can cover that with something, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and put this down. I want it straightish. Okay. We're going to go ahead, put this down. I'm going to line up this side. Okay. Okay, so there's that. And then I thought we can go ahead, come back in with our round piece. I think we'll go with the inside. Okay. Go with the inside. Pin. Okay. I just drew on my desk. That's okay. Okay, then we'll go ahead and come inside here. We're going to cut it. It's interesting because just adding those lines has made this is just copy paper. It's the Dear Julie Julie Assorted Floral, one of the postcards. And we used another part of it. And so this was what was left from Assorted Floral, which is the main digital that I'm using in this kit. But I've also used others, and I've used flinch cards. Okay. I'm going to stick this up here because I might, believe it or not, I have an idea that I might use those. Okay, so there, that gives me that. Now it's not very strong. Oh, look at, you can write on this side. I wonder. Will this stick? I wonder if this would stick to that. I could sew it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sew this onto here because this paper right here you can write on. Why waste it, right? Be right back. Okay, that was hilarious. I wish I'd have had the the film going. I had a craft-a-lanch and I took my eyes off and looked over, shoo, off the side, and had another thing happen on here. And so I went ahead and went around this a few times and decided that, you know what? I actually really, really like it. Sometimes, I mean, I would do that all the time, but you guys, sometimes I just want to get things done. And I think that the 3 times around this is amazing. I'm going to let the craziness stay on that side. The other thing is I ended up going, this pushed itself over. So that's where the tag topper is going to go. So if you're looking for how you can fix mistakes, this might be the right channel to be on because, yep, we make mistakes. Sometimes the mistakes show up in the bloopers. But like I said, this time I wasn't filming. So you just get to see that I came off when the giant stack of papers that were by the sewing machine fell over when I moved the sewing machine. Okay, so now we have discovered that we like this. I was thinking about putting the 2 sides together and making a card. I think it would make a nice weight tag. So there we go. Those can go over there. Okay, so this, let's see. I like that. We've got this. So you can't even tell that I went off the edge. There it looks like a Christmas ornament. I don't want it to look like a Christmas ornament. Maybe we'll just leave it a circle. Okay, so we'll go ahead. Possibly that can go there. You know what I have? I have these little tiny stamps from the Fairies of Summer digital kit. And they kind of, oh, I like that. I like that. How about that, and then maybe a fluffy flower. We do still have some of those other flowers, but we haven't used fluffy flowers a lot in here, so I think we'll go ahead and add a fluffy flower. So we had that kind of at a, like that. Okay, so we'll put that down. And we'll put this down. Now the other, I'm just going to do single fluffy flowers, but I think what I want to do is I want to cover this. So let's go with this. You know what? Let's go with little ones. Okay, so we'll do the 2 book page ones. book page, book page, and then one of the silk ones. Okay, so this came out of a flower arrangement that I had in my living room. Okay, so the sticker actually gave this paper stability even before we added the other to it. And then we're going to want to add our little purple. It's like, where can we get a purple? We got a yellow that can go over. I think I have. Well, I had a page of these. I'm just going to put the one on. Okay. I wonder if we should hold on before this dries. Yeah, I think we're going to put that up there. We'll just do 3 fluffy flowers down there with okay, just the flower. Okay, there we go. Because that being up off of the, and having it at the bottom, it's going to be hard to put that in inside of a pocket. That's what I'm thinking. Did that lose its, no, it's got its sticky. Okay, there's one. Gotta find purple. So if, because I know I had a page of bling that was all the same color that I was that I was using. I don't know where it got. We'll find it as soon as we're done with the, as soon as we don't need it, we'll find it. So at least we still had lavender in here. So there's our little round that we made. Okay. And then we can just go ahead, the die, we can add the things that we've been adding all along. Have this. Oh, you know what? I want to put this on this. Okay. So let's go ahead. We'll add a stamp. And we should cancel it. And I don't cancel them ahead of time because sometimes I want to cancel them and have them, you know, show up with the, there's back paper. I've got a new place for back papers, so I should be able to find them. I've been saving some of the off prints from the computer and stuff. But I also think I should be using book pages. I have like so many. Okay, so there's our canceled stamp. Put the things away so they are there when you want them later. Okay, so canceled stamp on here. And I'm going to add the butterfly so that we can put that away. What else should we add here? I'm thinking maybe the piece of washi. Oh, this is the one that's hard to undo. The washi. Okay, what else do we have? Oh, we still have some of the cardboard. Okay, I like that. Okay, I'm going to rip this so that it kind of will fit on here. Like that. So we'll have added 3 things to our round. So this, any of these would count as one of your embellishments or your elements. I call them elements because they are requirements for the March Junk Journal Challenge. It's our Stashbuster Junk Journal Challenge, where we are using anything from our stash to complete the requirements of the challenge. And so today we are working on round embellishments. Okay, so I want that to go on there, and I put kind of like a puddle over here so that it can come up off the edge, and there's that. And then I think it might be kind of fun to add our little number 60. I'm going to be 60 in, I'm 59, I'm going to be 60 in November. Okay, there we go. There we go. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, and we can add that, add a bulb pin to that, or we can just leave it on this. And I think that that will be a fun addition to our journal. And of course, you can use a round sticker. We did sticker day yesterday. I might have that. Nope. This is, what if we put that on there? No. We're going to save these yellow for a journal that another journal that I'm working on that is actually yellow. We'll put the 90 and the 89 with that yellow. Let's see, we've got this. And we have the fairy. And we have another one of these. And what if we did just a small piece of lace? I think I've used up all the crumbs. Oh, look it. We've got this. Yeah, okay. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to build an embellishment or a cluster right here, right now, using that as our base. This came out of my stash, you guys. I have all these little tiny compartments that had things that were left over from this and that, and this came out of one of those. Actually, you're going to see as I start to put the journal together, several things that came out of that. I'm going to go ahead and put the glue on here because it's the smaller piece of what I'm doing. We're going to add this right here, and we'll add our flower up here at the top, and then you can see this has a place for a word. So maybe if we find another definition, there's forget-me-nots on here, there's lilies on here. Okay, do we have another purple? There's one. Nope, that's white. Trying to go for the ones that are closest to the edge pieces. Yeah, it's much easier if you don't have to. I've already said that. Have a specific color. Okay, there we go. And that gives us 5 embellishments that we made today. And again, we could cut a hole in this and maybe cut this off, and it could be a charm as well. So there we go. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to trash. No, we'll put that with the snippet stuff because we still, and these can go with the snippet bucket. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna clean this up and we'll be right back. And here we go. We have first our little round booklet that we made, and we used our tape and traced the outside for the cover and the inside for the inside words. We have added a fluffy flower and a plain flower to the front, and I think that's actually kind of cool. We'll just do it like that, and then I don't have to come back and make another fluffy flower, but at least we have one. Okay, so let's go ahead, move that over. Okay, there we go. And I think on this one, we'll go ahead and just tie a knot. There you go. Okay, so that's my cover. Remember, we added from the Pictionary the word weed. We have a little paper in this little pocket. This came from my vintage flower magazine, and I think these are really fun. Okay. And so when this goes in a pocket, you can put it so that the cover hangs over the front of your pocket and decorates, or even just these can go over the front. This might be really cool in a plastic pocket with these hanging on the outside. I think might be kind of fun. Okay, inside we have a little pocket here, and we can go ahead and add maybe a Flinch card. Okay, so we can add a Flinch card. Maybe you have another small card or a ticket that can go in there. Okay, so just, and then we have all of our pages. This is sewn in, and there you go. So I think this is really fun. I think this is my favorite today. Of course, it was the most work as well. But there you go. So got our little pocket. Then we have our our doily. Now this will fit on a page. It is 5 inches. Okay, so it will fit on one of my pages, and we made the little tuck spot. Remember that the sticker was still sticky, so we added a piece of the scrap from the dictionary there, and then we just have the journaling card that we can add there, and then we added one of the lace stickers. Okay, so there's that. Then we did our little round piece here. We added the sticker negative on top of it, and then we sewed around it once and made mistakes, so we added 2 more sewing around. We have some little fluff there, which I think is really fun. And speaking of fluff, we do have, I'm gathering. I'm like, okay, gather as we go through stuff. If we find yellow stuff, we put it in the pile. And if we find blue stuff, we're putting it in a blue pile. Because I have a couple of things coming up. Okay, so there, we can add our messy string. There. Okay, and that makes that like the top of the tag. Added our little fairy piece here, some fabric, some of the fluffy flowers, single fluffy flowers, and bling. So we did a lot of things on this. We had the sewing, the sticker, the fabric, the digital, the flower, the fluffy flowers, and the bling. So we're like way covered with our requirements there. We have our little cluster here. We started out with the little die cut. We kind of covered it all up. We have the fairy here and some of the cardboard like we've been using, the flower and the bling. Then we did one of the key tags here. Added one of the digital stamps, stamped on it with the cancellation. Added the last butterfly from that butterfly sticker sheet. Or no, it's the flower sticker sheet that had a butterfly on it. Added the cardboard and the 60 there on the stamp. So there you go. That is my 5 embellishments that I made for using round items. You know, I always ask which one's your favorite. So let me know in the comments down below. Also, we will be, any day, any moment, we will have the reveal of the Easter kits, and they will be in the shops. The Dear Julie Julie and the Kara Brandon Creations Etsy shops. So be watching those, because the digitals can come out before the video comes out. So just so you know that they may be ready. And that is for the collab, which begins with the kit reveals. So everybody, all the elves, and if you're going to be doing it, you reveal your kit on the 23rd of March. And that's just showing what the kits are, how to get them, what you're going to be doing for, you know, if you're just going to be making a bunch of embellishments for future projects, if you're going to be making a journal, if you're going to be making a calendar or decorating your planner, whatever it is that you're going to do, you kind of explain it in that. And then we begin with the actual videos on the 25th. It has changed. We're going to be doing videos on the Wednesdays and the Fridays, and with the final reveal the Monday of the Easter week. Okay, so watch for that. Very, very excited. And still looking for elves. And so if you are interested in that, I explained the elves in the last video. Find something to celebrate every day. Have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye. I'm looking for a skewer, guys. Or something that I can use. Toothpick. Okay. I did it again. Oh my goodness. If that doesn't get in the bloopers, it should, okay? If I miss it.